All right, today I've got something super special for you. These are hard to find. This is an Allyns landing condo. So if you're looking for something that everything is on one floor, you've got exterior maintenance all included, plus a view that is nearly impossible to find. This one is fantastic. You hear me say this from time to time where my sellers are a little extra special. This one's like family to me. Just somebody that I'm super, super close to, and I'm close to the entire family. So this one's kind of near and dear to my heart. We've got a little under 1,300 square feet, 2 bedrooms, 2 full baths, great living area, a screen porch on the back. It's on the 2nd floor, but this building has elevator access, so that makes it really, really easy to get in and out if you have mobility issues or just don't want to deal with stairs, or if your hands are full of groceries, whatever. Makes coming and going so easy. But I want you to see the back and what's behind this building because it's so special. We'll get to that in a minute, but come on inside, let's take a look. All right, we've come inside now. I want you to see the foyer and all the space that's there. There's a laundry room right off the foyer, a really good sized coat closet. We're talking about the elevator and just the ease of access with that. And I said something about bringing groceries in and out, but more importantly, and we'll get to this in a second when we get to the bedrooms, this condo has great storage space. So as I thought about it, coming upstairs, I really thought it might be a better place thinking about where you're taking your luggage for your next trip. But you always feel like you're on vacation a little bit just because of the view. But come on in. I want you to see the family room and the good living space that we've got here. It's got a ventless gas fireplace. This was built in the early 2000s, so you still had a TV niche that was up there versus a flat screen, kind of flat wall. But that's great because if you've got components and things that you want to hide, there's a good spot to do that. Super easy to wall that up or shelve it or whatever you want to do, but good storage space even there. I love the size of this room, the view going out on that screen porch. If you're sitting here watching TV, they light up the pond at night, so that view never really goes away. It's there all the time. Good dining space. Kitchen's fantastic. It's got great counter space. The person that lived here is a phenomenal cook, and I can attest to that personally. We don't want to talk about my weight, but nonetheless, I can attest to you that they are a phenomenal cook, and I've had many meals prepared out of this kitchen. Screen porch, still my favorite spot. So coming out here now, again, look at all this space. And if you notice, and you'll notice when you see the back end shot of this house, this porch above is screened as well, which is great because thinking about bugs and so on, because people forget they fly up and down. This really is screened fully, and that's super. But that view, gosh, that view, I keep talking about it. But in here, you've got some of the mechanicals, and it's the water heater. I want to mention that specifically, and that's not something I normally talk about, but this home has an Apollo heating system that was replaced in 25. So it's really new, and you just don't come across those very often. Happy to help navigate some of that if I can, but want you to know that it's got a new heating system, and it's Apollo, so it's a hot water system, and that is just a good heat that you don't come across very often. As we come into the primary suite now, I want you to see the huge closet that's here. Talked about if you were taking your next trip and a good spot to hide your luggage. Look at all the space that you've gotten here. Lots of room for hanging things. Plus the other bedroom has great storage with it as well. The primary bath is big. It's got a large soaking tub, a good stand-up shower. It's got a fold-up bench seat in it, as well as shelf storage, and it's a tile shower, not a fiberglass insert. So they really did dress it up and do well. Countertops have been raised a little bit in here, in addition to having some good linen closet space too. But as you come into the bedroom itself, I want you to see the space that's in here. If you've got a king-size bed, you've got so much room in here, plenty of room for your space, as well as a lot of natural light. One of the things that I love about this, we hadn't talked about this till now, there are a ton of magnolia trees around. It's a southern staple. And so you've got magnolia trees here instead of like a Leland cypress or pine or something like that. It's something that's pretty, and again, an evergreen, because they stay at least leaved out year round. They bloom beautifully this time of year, but you do have privacy here, and the road kind of meanders coming into this neighborhood. And so you kind of have to wind through to get to this building, and this is on the side where the road is, but you have fantastic privacy even in the primary. Let's go take a look at the secondary bedroom. I'll mention this as we're going into the secondary bedroom. It's just the height of the thermostat. If for some reason you've got someone that's in a wheelchair and you've got mobility issues that you're thinking about, the thermostat is lower versus being a eye level height, it's down lower. So if somebody is in a chair, they've got the ability to reach up and adjust the temperature versus having to get someone to stand or have that lowered later on. But coming into this bedroom, the bathroom for this is also for your guests that may be over, but this has its own way in, so you can close off that door and make it a private bath, or close off this door so that it's shared for your guests. Closets on either side. Those are mirror doors, which is fantastic, so that you're thinking about, just getting dressed and so on. That's a nice thing to have. Keep talking about it. This side has the view also. This bedroom itself is smaller, and someone that I have talked to in preparation of getting the home on the market talked about actually using this as the primary versus the true primary, even though it's got the shared bath, just because the view. They said, if I lived here by myself, I would actually take this just to be able to enjoy that view all the time. All right, that's it. Now you've seen the inside, but the outside, which really is my favorite. We saw it when we were on the screen porch earlier, but this is just awesome. I love this view. This pond has been here as long as I can remember, long before this neighborhood was here. I know a little bit of the story of it, and I'd always be happy to share that. But I will mention the HOA does such a good job of maintaining things, and they have just replaced the dam for the pond, they've replaced the fountain for the pond, and so everything's in great working order, nothing that's anywhere on anybody's radar. And that's one thing that's so helpful when you've got a well-run HOA. They're a part of most communities, certainly they're a part of condo communities, and in this neighborhood, it's really, really done well. Thanks so much for taking the time. This one's an honor to share with you. As always, we're never further than a phone call away.